26. Topic: Enduring reconciliation. Bible text is found in Genesis 33 verse 5 to 15. Verse 5. And he lifted up his eyes, and saw the women and the children, and said, Who are those with thee? And he said, The children which God hath graciously given thy servant. Verse 6. Then the handmaidens came near, they and their children, and they bowed themselves. Verse 7. And Leah also with her children came near, and bowed themselves, and after came Joseph near and Rachel, and they bowed themselves. Verse 8. And he said, What meanest thou by all this drove which I met? And he said, These are to find grace in the sight of my Lord. Verse 9. And Esau said, I have enough, my brother, keep that thou hast unto thyself. Verse 10. And Jacob said, Nay, I pray thee, if now I have found grace in thy sight, then receive my present at my hand, for therefore I have seen thy face, as though I had seen the face of God, and thou wast pleased with me. Verse 11. Take, I pray thee, my blessing that is brought to thee, because God hath dealt graciously with me, and because I have enough. And he urged him, and he took it. Verse 12. And he said, Let us take our journey, and let us go, and I will go before thee. Verse 13. And he said unto him, My Lord knoweth that the children are tender, and the flocks and herds with young are with me, and if men should overdrive them one day, all the flock will die. Verse 14. Let my Lord, I pray thee, pass over before his servant, and I will lead on softly, according as the cattle that goeth before me and the children be able to endure, until I come unto my Lord unto Seir. Verse 15. And Esau said, Let me now leave with thee some of the folk that are with me. And he said, What needeth it? Let me find grace in the sight of my Lord. Key verse. And he lifted up his eyes, and saw the women and the children, and said, Who are those with thee? And he said, The children which God hath graciously given thy servant. Genesis 33 verse 5. Message. After the horrific genocide in 1994, Rwanda focused heavily on national reconciliation. The Gacaca courts, a system of community-based justice, allowed perpetrators of the genocide to confess their crimes and ask for forgiveness, while victims could voice their suffering. The emphasis on unity and a shared vision for rebuilding the country contributed to Rwanda's remarkable recovery and the avoidance of further ethnic conflict. Although there are ongoing challenges, the national narrative of unity and reconciliation has continued to play a central role in Rwanda's politics and society. Jacob had lived for years under the shadow of a broken relationship with his brother, Esau. Their past was filled with deceit, betrayal, and conflict. Having stolen Esau's birthright and blessing, the resultant rift was so deep that Esau had vowed to kill Jacob. After years of separation, Jacob now had to face Esau, but with trepidation and fear of retribution. However, what ensued was a stunning picture of grace and a lasting reconciliation, with no record of relapse into hostilities. Their reconciliation must have been mutual. That Esau ran to meet him, and embraced him, and fell on his neck, and kissed him, and they wept, showed his willingness to forgive Jacob and let go of his anger and bitterness, and the pain of the past, a rare display of grace. On the other hand, Jacob exemplifies a posture of humility. His bowing before Esau, offering gifts of homage, and acknowledging his wrongs demonstrate the humility required for true reconciliation. We are called to the same grace and reconciliation that Jacob and Esau experienced. Perhaps there are areas where we need to humble ourselves and seek forgiveness. We are called to extend grace even when the hurt is deep. Thought for the day. Reconciliation draws the curtain on a dark past and opens a door for a bright future. Bible in 1 year. Job 39 to 42. God bless you.